Hello there, everybody. Welcome back. I'm here to be talking about Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, which stars many people like Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, Hugh Grant, Sophia Lillis, Justice Smith, and many more. And it follows Chris Pine's character as he's trying to get this amulet to bring back his long-lost wife. And while he's trying to do that, he's also trying to reconnect with his daughter, who is being deceived by an old ally turned foe. And to pull off this task of getting not only the amulet but some money as well, he forms together a group of adventurers and sorcerers and shapeshifters and all sorts of different characters to succeed in this quest. Now, going into this movie, I didn't really watch that much of the marketing and I didn't really know what to expect of it. But when I started seeing the reviews and audiences and just people's overall enjoyment of the film, I definitely wanted to give it a check out because it just, like, could it be that good? And having seen it as well, I could safely say that this was a really fun movie. And a lot of the stuff I really like about it is, like, this could be a type of movie that they could have just, not put all the effort into, just phone it in and just try to cash in on a franchise that's well known or sort of well known. But it felt like they actually set the groundwork for not only this universe but also like the development of a good amount of the characters. They each have their own story and arc throughout. There's some really good action, like surprisingly good sword fights and just stuff like that. The effects I thought was really well done as well. Like in one of the dungeons there's this dragon sequence. I thought that was really fun to watch. There's a big Colosseum section which I thought was really cool, that had a maze and just a bunch of other stuff. And on top of that, it didn't, like, the movie kind of flew by pretty quick, which I was, really happy about because it is a pretty decent runtime. But it just, like, there wasn't a moment where I was just, looking at my watch or just thinking, man, I regret watching this, which is what you want in a movie. You want to be enjoyed, you want to be entertained. And I really thought the cast did very well. I see that, I believe the creatures, like there's this parrot creature, Jonathan or whatever, they actually are like outfits, like practical like effects. They use some real effects in there for like the creature skins and stuff on top of CGI as well. So there's a bit of a mixture throughout the movie. It isn't just all CGI, which I do like to respect because that takes, I feel like, more work. And plus it kind of sets itself up where if it ends here, that's cool. But I would be interested to see more because the cast, like I said, was really good. I really liked Chris Pine's character, Michelle Rodriguez, and I like their dynamic throughout the film. Hugh Grant is he's a good villain, and he's just kind of like one of those twerp characters who is in it for himself. And also, you're like, ooh. I really enjoyed the sorcerer character, Justice Smith, and even Sophia Lillis, who I remember was in the It movie. She did pretty well here as well. And one other thing about this movie that I love is there's lots of humor in it. And I kind of was surprised by that because I would expect them to go for a darker, more aggressive tone with this movie. But there was a good amount of humor sprinkled throughout the movie that made it much more entertaining because, like, we know what this is. It was an attempt to potentially start a franchise off of Dungeons and Dragons, and they might have succeeded. We need to see how it does financially, but critically and audience-wise, everyone's enjoying it. They really are loving it. We'll just need to see in the coming weeks how this movie does. I hope it performs well because I would love to see more, because when a movie checks off all the boxes, having a good story, good characters, good motivations, great effects, good sword fight, and combat sections, it just felt like a perfect movie on what it could be, the perfect movie it could be. And for that, I have to give it major props. And that's pretty much all my general thoughts I had to say on the Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Again, I know it's a really high score, but it did everything that I felt it should do. It was just pretty much a perfect movie in its own right, and I would love to see more from this series if they are able to do more, because it was really great. Again, what did you all think of this movie? If you got a chance to watch it, please let me know down below in the comment section and hit the bell as well to get notified when I upload. And I'll catch you all later. Bye.